No way! Having a boyfriend from a school like that would be so embarrassing.
Momoka? It's been a while, Aizawa. I was surprised when I heard you'd be attending.
It has been a while.
Oh, amazing. So this is theater. Back in middle school, I went to see a play for the first time. The performance was Shakespeare's Twelfth Night. To be honest, I always thought theater seemed kind of stiff and formal. But what I saw was a stage full of dazzling actors, playful gimmicks, and ad-libs. I was instantly captivated by the world of theater. Whoa, no way. The girls from AO High are on another level. Yo, what are you guys talking about? I'm Makoto Ichijo, a third-year student at Love Koi High School. As a senior, whether I have a dream or not, I have to decide my path. College or a job. Look, Makoto! We're going out with some AO High girls today. Whoa! They're super cute. Hey, can I come too?
Sounds interesting. If Makoto's going, maybe I should go too.
Momoka? Come on, you know I was just joking.
I'll listen to your excuses later. I'm borrowing him for a bit.
She's Momoka Aizawa. Not only is she cute, but she's kind to everyone and is one of the most popular girls in class. Also my girlfriend. Her dragging me away while I desperately resist has become such a common sight in class that no one even bothers commenting anymore. They just smirk at us. Hey, forget all that. Let's take a group photo. Huh? Why all of a sudden?
Well, I don't mind. Oh, is my hair okay?
Momoka, you're next to me. Everyone hurry up. Alright, smile. 3, 2, 1. We're all going to leave this place and move on with our lives. And new students will naturally take our seats in this classroom. Still, I hope that this moment, this single moment, shines as something irreplaceable for all of us.
Wow! You got into Keita University? Your future is set! Congratulations, Makoto!
On a date with Momoka at cafe one day, the conversation naturally turned to future plans. By the way, Keita University is considered the most prestigious private university in the country. Thanks, but I'm not going to Keita. I'm planning to go to Seimei Academy instead.
Seimei Academy? That low-ranked Christian school? What are you planning to become, a priest? That's a good joke.
I'm serious. I want to be an actor. Ever since that day in middle school when I fell in love with theater, I've known this is the only path for me. So I spent my weekends hanging out at a friend's house. His parents were actors. I study acting all day, sometimes even getting to take part in his theater group's rehearsals. I've been working at it step by step. Seimei Academy has been rapidly expanding its theater program for the past 4 years, and has started collaborating with the universities overseas. I took the Keita entrance exam because my parents are elitists who have always opposed my dream. But just the other day, I finally convinced them. They said I could go to Seimei Academy, so...
No way! Having a boyfriend from a school like that would be so embarrassing!
Momoka?
I knew you were into theater, but I thought it was just a hobby. Makoto, you're smart enough to get into Keita! If you put your mind to it, you could have any successful career you want. Think about it, okay? My father is a high-ranking executive at Japan's leading car manufacturer, X. Do you really think my boyfriend should be some no-name actor who may never make it big? You know, you should go into politics. My father can pull some strings and get you a spot with the Nippon Peace Party. So, you'll reconsider, right, Makoto?
I had no choice but to accept it. I could never truly understand her, and she could never understand me. Momoka, we should break up.
Well, why? Why won't you understand me?
That goes both ways. I can't be the perfect boyfriend you want, and I don't intend to be. And like you said, my future is uncertain, so I can't ask you to stay with me through that. That's why we should break up. And so, I ended my high school days without the person I thought I'd spend them with, and moved forward toward my dream. At Seimei Academy, I spent my days studying both academics and theater. And then, whoa, this is nothing like a Japanese university. This is Ford University, a prestigious institution in the UK and the sister school of Seimei Academy. As an exchange student, I joined the Ford University Theater Association. But my journey turned out to be far more challenging than I had imagined. Oh, that this too solid flesh will melt, though, and resolve itself into a dew. I was performing lines from Hamlet in a rehearsal at the Theater Association. The director let out a sigh and simply said, "Next." I had passion, but I lacked grace. That was the verdict of my acting that day. I'm exhausted. Finally, dinner, even if I'm eating alone. The dorm cafeteria is one of Ford University's famous spots, even used as a filming location for movies. At first, I was amazed, but now I've gotten used to it. Sightseeing in the UK is the last thing on my mind. Even after all my hard work, using British English in acting is completely different, and I'm nowhere near the level of my peers. But I convinced my parents and made it all the way here. I have to keep pushing myself.
I really love your acting, Makoto.
Startled by the Japanese, I turn around and see my theater group friends standing at the cafeteria entrance. They were worried about me.
Your acting is so hot. It makes me feel the love.
Don't just stand there. Come, sit down. Have a seat. That night, I spent time with my theater friends, deepening our bond. Excuse me, miss?
What is it?
While out for a morning jog, I saw a woman ahead of me drop an envelope. I hurriedly picked it up. Sorry for stopping you so suddenly. You dropped this.
Oh, how kind of you. Hearing Japanese here almost makes me forget I'm in England.
She gave me a graceful smile and bowed slightly, and thought that would be the end of our interaction. But, oh, when my eyes did see Olivia first, methought she purged the ear of pestilence. That night, the Ford University Theater Association held a performance, and that woman came to watch. The play was Twelfth Night, a comedy about Viola, who is separated from her brother in an accident and disguises herself as a man to serve a noble, Orsino.
The actor playing Orsino, Makoto Ichijo. Even here in faraway England, there's a Japanese person burning with such passion for life.
Our play ended in great success. The curtain call was met with cheers and applause. And when I stepped out of the theater, she was there waiting for me.
Makoto Ichijo, let's meet again in Japan. I will build a willow cabin at your gate and call upon my soul within the house of love.
With flushed cheeks and a radiant smile, she shouts Viola's line from Twelfth Night, expressing her unfulfilled love for her lord. It's not a line meant to be spoken with a smile, but she's omitted part of it. So she must be doing it on purpose. It warms my heart. After returning to Japan and graduating from university, I joined a theater troupe called Blue Hour. Great work today, Kanzaki. There's a massive line of fans waiting outside again. After today's performance, I called out to Maon Kanzaki, the troupe's star actress. She often plays male roles, using both her beauty and her acting skills to great effect. She's also someone I look up to, but...
Really? Tell me, were there any handsome men? Any charming gentlemen?
From what I saw, they were all women.
What? I was sure today was the day my Prince Charming, who fell in love with my performance, would come sweep me off my feet.
Actually, the better you play a prince, the more female fans you seem to attract.
Makoto, you're so mean.
Yeah, I don't think anyone would expect this from our prince. Maon had no energy to greet her fans and was trying to slip away in disguise. Her fans were used to her moods. Then, near the theater entrance, a woman was arguing with security.
My lady, is something troubling you? I need to see Makoto Ichijo.
Just as I was about to follow Maon and leave, I heard, "Wait, you're..." There stood the woman who had shouted Viola's line for me in England. Her name is Yukino Ichinose. She's 2 years older than me, 26, and the daughter of a company president.
I'm sorry. I just couldn't let that connection we had back then fade away.
No, I'm happy to see our connection from England continue like this. But it's already late. If you'd like, shall we meet again on the next holiday? From then on, Yukino and I started going on regular dates.
So Makoto, you've been interested in theater since middle school?
Yes, seeing my first play captivated me. But I was also deeply moved by the guest director's words that day. Elijah Grant, director of Griffin Theatre, one of England's most renowned theatre companies. He had the beauty and charisma of an actor himself, standing tall on stage the day I first saw a play.
The magic of the stage you have witnessed was completed the moment you stepped into the theater.
His British English was instantly translated into Japanese by the interpreter.
And now I ask you all, have you even for a moment imagined yourself standing upon the stage? Weaving words, living like fire, leaping into the magic of it all. Even if a part of you has felt that way, then you are already one of us.
That moment, I was completely entranced by the world of theater. And I knew deep down, I wanted to stand on the stage he created. So you studied acting after that? Even performed Romeo and Juliet at your high school festival? Yes, it was well received. Though people said my usual personality and the role were such a contrast. A little rude, don't you think?
Based on my impression of you, I'd guessed you played Benvolio.
I was surprised. She was right. I had played Benvolio, Romeo's best friend.
Kind-hearted, well-loved, cautious yet passionate. It suits you perfectly.
I wouldn't say I'm that great, but I appreciate it. Thank you. So, Yukino, is Shakespeare your favorite?
Yes. I've been captivated by his work since middle school. What's your favorite?
Shall we say that at the same time? 1, 2... Twelfth Night. We answered in perfect unison. Yukino smiled triumphantly. It's also the play that brought us together. Before long, Yukino and I started dating. Wanted her to recognize me as an actor. I trained harder than ever.
Makoto, you've been on fire lately. Must be thanks to Yukinon, huh?
Days of Maon teasing me weren't bad either. At some point, Maon and Yukino had become close friends. Time passed, and...
Are we really allowed in here?
Yeah, I got special permission. That day we were alone together at Blue Hours Theater. By the way, Yukino, you remember 12th Night's lines?
I could recite them here and now.
Then there's nothing to worry about. Right now, you're Viola, and I'm Orsino. Take my hand, from this day forth, you shall be your lord's wife. It's Orsino's line from the moment he learns Cicero's true identity as Viola and confesses his feelings. Inside the box in my hand was an emerald ring, the same color as Yukino's eyes.
I'd rather not say my answer here. If I were gone, you'd grieve as I would. Let me stay by your side for life.
A few months later, Aizawa, was organizing photos on her phone in her room. She came across a picture from our third year of high school, one I had taken.
How nostalgic. But honestly, dating someone like him is just a stain on my past. I never hear his name as an actor. I doubt he's doing anything significant. This is what happens when you ignore my advice. Serves him right.
Just as she carelessly deletes the photo, a knock echoes in the room. Momoka, our president's daughter is getting married. It'll be a massive wedding. You'll be attending as a part of my family.
Of course! I'll carry myself with pride as my father's daughter.
She accepts the invitation with confidence. However,
Well, what did you say? Impossible. The daughter of X's president is marrying that Makoto Ichijo?
yes, as it turns out, Yukino is the daughter of the president of the company, where Aizawa's father is an executive.
So that means Makoto's status is now higher than mine? I won't allow it.
What's wrong? Something about the groom?
What's wrong? This man dumped me without even listening properly.
Is that so? But it's true that he's marrying the president's daughter. Just be sure you don't do anything rude to Yukino. Think of my position.
I can't accept this.
Relax. I found you a match too. A future prime minister candidate.
Really?
Yeah. But if you cause any trouble, the engagement might be cut off. So behave yourself.
Understood. I don't want to see him, but this is a great opportunity to expand my connections. I'll attend the wedding and carry myself as a graceful and dignified lady.
Such a shameless girl. In this regard, she really takes after me. Then came the wedding day, and the ceremony proceeded without issue.
Aw, congratulations to you both. I can't believe you're leaving me behind to be happy together. But I love you both so much. Seriously, congratulations. Yukinon, be happy. Thank you, Maon.
After the ceremony, Yukino and I made our way around the banquet, greeting guests. Even I almost got teary-eyed because of Kanzaki. As we moved around the venue, my body tensed as we approached one particular table. It's been a while, Aizawa. I was surprised when I heard you'd be attending.
It has been a while. Makoto, do you know her? Oh, I remember now. You two dated back in high school, didn't you?
When discussing the guest list, I had already told Yukino about my past with Aizawa. Well, since they ended things on good terms, let's leave it at that. Once again, congratulations, Ichijo, Yukino.
Thank you.
We sincerely appreciate you attending today. Thanks to Aizawa's father, the situation didn't become too awkward. Or at least, that was the plan.
By the way, Ichijo, do you do any work in dramas or movies? I wouldn't know since I don't keep up with the recent ones.
Aizawa asks with a smile, but there's a hint of condescension in her tone.
Maybe I'm just ignorant, but I've never heard of Makoto Ichijo. Oh, but actors use stage names, don't they? Maybe yours is famous.
She doesn't even consider the possibility that I might be successful. Her expression makes it clear she sees me as beneath her. Has she changed? Or had I simply failed to see her true nature? I regretted ever dating her.
See? For example, at that table, those are all famous actors still active in international films. There's Daniel from Kingsman and Stephanie from Mare Hatter. I assume they're Yukino's guests. If you became as famous as them, I'm sure Yukino would be proud. So you should work harder.
Just as Aizawa glanced toward a particular table,
Makoto, you still not come here? I want to talk soon.
one of them waves at me. I signal with my eyes that I'll come over later, and they smiled in response.
Wait, you know them? What's going on?
What's going on? They're friends from my time in England. Thanks to enrolling to Seimei Academy, I got the chance to study theater abroad. The Ford University Drama Association is well known in this field. Many stars from the British theater and film industry come from there. Incidentally, my first ever play was also produced by the Ford University Drama Association.
Makoto honed his acting skills through this exchange program. After returning to Japan, he joined Blue Hour, one of the country's top-tier theater troupes. But even if his friends and troupe are impressive, that doesn't prove he's any good. Sure, even within the same troupe, actors vary in skill, but...
Apparently fed up with the noise, Kanzaki appears in full actor mode.
Makoto is one of the most talented actors in our troupe. His passion and relentless effort have brought his talent to full bloom. If you insult him, as his senior, I won't stand for it. Ah! Executive Aizawa, your daughter doesn't seem to understand, but Makoto is a theater actor. If you'd like, I'll send you tickets to Blue Hour's next performance. Please come as a family. Now then.
Yes. Wishing you both a lifetime of happiness.
The fact that she said it to her father, my wife might have a bit of a mischievous streak. Later, as planned, Eizawa's father arranged a marriage for her.
Momoka, this is Asaoka, a rising star in the Nippon Peace Party. I'm Hiroki Asaoka. Pleased to meet you.
Wow! Handsome and highly educated, as expected of my father. I'm Momoko Aizawa. Nice to meet you.
They quickly got married, but their story didn't end in happiness.
Why did this scandal have to break after we got married? Ugh!
Momoka, get a hold of yourself. It was an administrative mistake, not intentional.
Hiroki Asaoka, once touted as a future prime minister, was exposed in a slush-found scandal and fell from grace. And...
What the hell are you looking at? I'm a Nippon Peace Party politician, the future prime minister. Stop it, Asaoka!
After a night out with lobbyists, Asaoka drunkenly berated civilians, ending his political career. Furthermore, Eizawa's father, who had been at the same meeting, was forced to step down as an executive at XZ. With either her father nor her husband to rely on, Eizawa shut herself away, heartbroken.
Do your best, you two. I'll do my best to find my own Prince Charming in Japan.
Meanwhile, after making a name for myself in Japan, I finally achieved my dream of joining the Griffin Theater, led by Elijah. And thanks to her father's arrangement, Yukina was able to work at the company's UK branch.
Mom, I'll make sure to contact you at least once a week.
I look forward to the day we can perform together again. Time passed, and my first year after debuting in England was coming to an end. The final performance of the year was Romeo and Juliet. I once again played Benvolio, just like in high school. After the certain call, amid the applause and cheers, I stepped out of the theater. And there she was, Yukino, just like that day.
Benvolio, my love is as boundless as the sea, my devotion as deep. The more I give to you, the more I have, for both are infinite.
In the play, Juliet professes her love to Romeo. I'm not Romeo, but I accept those words without hesitation. I love you too. Our lives don't come with pre-written endings, like in a story. We walk on paths unpaved, uncertain where they led. But if we step forward with all our hearts, even the most thorn-filled road will take us somewhere. And sometimes, that path shines brighter than any story ever could.
Hey, aren't you Nagato? Long time no see. Shimomatsu, how long has it been? It really has been a while. Someone called out to me from behind, but I knew who it was right away. It was a familiar voice I used to hear every day. My name is Hiroki Nagato, 35 years old. The one who called out to me is Shimomatsu. We've been close friends since elementary, junior high, and high school for 12 years. But lately, we've both been busy, and even though we use the same station, we haven't seen each other for a few years. Still taking pictures of buildings, I see. I can't relax unless I do. By the way, Nagato, have you got a girlfriend? I haven't had one for 5 years now. Same here. I don't have any chances to meet anyone. Lately, I've been especially busy with the upcoming completion of a new project, and I've even forgotten that I haven't met any women. But it was surprising that even Shimomatsu, who graduated from Japan's most prestigious tea university, has no luck with women. Well, I have a group blind date this weekend. Would you like to come? Some girls from my university are bringing their friends. You know I'm not good at those kind of things. Don't say that, please. The guy who was originally supposed to go had to go on a business trip suddenly. I see. but I feel intimidated by someone like you who went to a top university. It's fate that we met here. Think of it as helping a friend in need. We don't have enough people. Okay, I'll go, so raise your head. So, for the sake of my friend Shimomatsu, I reluctantly decided to participate in the group blind date. One man and one woman were absent, and it ended up being 2-on-2. Sorry I'm late. Madoka, long time no see. This is Madoka Mine. This is my close friend, Hiroki Nagato.
It's been a while, Shimomatsu-senpai. Nagato-san, nice to meet you. This is my former colleague, Yuzuki Aragasaki.
I'm Nagato. Nice to meet you.
I'm Yuzuki. Nice to meet you.
Cheers! Lately, I've been spending my nights drinking canned beer in front of my computer at home. It's been a while since I've met people and had drinks outside like this. I wasn't really looking forward to the group blind date, but thanks to Shimomatsu and Madoka talking a lot, I was able to relax quickly. I met Madoka at a welcome party for new students who were alumni of the tennis club. Back then, she was really like a girl from the countryside.
Well, I couldn't help it. I had just moved to Tokyo. Senpai, please forget about the past.
Shimomatsu and Madoka seemed to be really close, but as for her friend, Yuzuki, rather than enjoying herself, Yuzuki gave Shimomatsu and Madoka a cold look, and then she stared at me as if she were sizing me up.
This isn't a reunion, so it's annoying when you two are the only ones having fun.
Well, I guess it can't be helped if they're talking about old times, since it's been a while since they've seen each other.
I came because Madoka said she'd introduce me to a senior from T University. Nagato-san, was it? Where did you graduate from?
Well, I graduated from high school and started working, and then I went to a correspondence university because of my qualifications.
Huh? Correspondence?
Since I was working, I could only go to a correspondence school.
Correspondence? There's no strict entrance exam, just document screening and an interview, right? Can you even call that a university graduate? I couldn't get into T University, but I went to K University. It's embarrassing to have a lower educational background than a woman. Let me tell you, I didn't decide that academic background is important. The world decided it. At my father's company where I work now, of course, there are only excellent university graduates. Correspondence school is out of the question.
I could have predicted this kind of development, and I'm already used to it. It's true that the world values academic background, and I have no intention of arguing.
Yuzuki, what are you saying? That's rude, isn't it? What? What's wrong with telling the truth?
Even if you're Madoka's friend, I can't overlook that kind of remark. Academic background isn't everything, and Nagato has his own circumstances. It's okay, Shimomatsu. I made my decision.
See? You can't even argue. That's what happens when you're an uneducated man who ran away from tough entrance exams. It's not my fault.
The awkward atmosphere couldn't be easily restored, and the group blind date ended up disbanding. Sorry about that. I didn't think Madoka would bring a woman like that. No, Madoka defended me. I'm used to people talking about my education, so don't worry about it. Even so, that woman Yuzuki doesn't even know the circumstances. Then, I heard footsteps running after us from behind.
Senpai, Nagato-san, please wait.
When I looked back, there was Madoka, out of breath. Madoka said she really wanted to apologize, so I suggested we go for another drink, just the three of us, at a different place.
I'm really sorry for what my friend said earlier. It was rude.
It's okay, I don't mind. Did you go out of your way to chase after us just for that?
Yes, I couldn't just go home like that. Yuzuki and I were colleagues at my previous company, a construction company run by her father.
According to Madoka, she couldn't keep up with Yuzuki's excessive pride and had lost touch with her after changing jobs. But recently, Yuzuki kept contacting her to introduce her to a man who graduated from T University, so she reluctantly set up today's group blind date.
I thought she would have calmed down a bit since it's been a while since I've seen her, but she's gotten even more arrogant. I'm really sorry.
So that's what happened. Madoka, I thought you might have thought that I like that kind of woman. Maybe she's not so bad? Hey, Nagato! Come outside for a sec! After that, by talking slowly, I got to know Madoka's personality. After quitting the construction company, she works for a travel agency, and also participates in local environmental protection activities. I gradually became attracted to Madoka. Meanwhile, Yuzuki, who had said whatever she wanted to me, was reporting on the drinking party to her father at home.
Listen, Dad. At the T University alumni mixer today, there was a guy who graduated from a correspondence university. It was awful.
Correspondence? A man's worth is based on how much he earns. A correspondence university graduate probably doesn't have a decent job.
I'm sure of it, but don't worry. I wouldn't get involved with a low-educated man.
But there are exceptions, like the architectural designer Nagato. There's a ceremony coming up. Let's go together.
Nagato? That's the same name as the guy from earlier. Well, it's a coincidence, I guess. It's nothing to worry about.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for waiting. We're about to begin the opening ceremony for the new art museum, themed around coexistence with nature.
1 month later, Mr. Arakasegi and his daughter were at an art museum. A large number of invited guests were gathered there.
Wow, there are a lot of people. Is this museum that popular?
It's a collaboration between an up-and-coming designer and 5 major construction companies. We're barely managing to get a small part of the exterior work.
It's amazing that you were even able to get involved, Dad. It'll improve the company's image.
That's right. Even if it doesn't bring in much money, we have to do these kinds of showy jobs.
Now let's welcome Mr. Hiroki Nagato, the designer of this museum.
Huh? No way!
That's the Hiroki Nagato I was talking about the other day.
How can this be? He's a correspondence university graduate, but he's such a famous architectural designer.
If our company could get a direct contract with Mr. Nagato's office, we would make an unbelievable amount of money.
Mr. Nagato, thank you for your hard work. Coexistence with nature. That was a great speech.
Thank you. I plan to further accelerate the theme of coexistence with nature in the future.
Was there something that inspired you?
Yes, I had a good encounter recently. I'd always considered myself more aware of the various impacts of architecture on the natural environment than other designers. That feeling was being further amplified by my recent encounter with Madoka.
Mr. Nagato, nice to meet you. I'm Arakasegi, president of Arakasegi Construction. I wanted to greet you.
Ah, you're the president of Arakasegi Construction.
Oh, you know about my company? That's an honor.
Of course, you're a famous construction company. Your daughter's name is Yuzuki, right? I happened to meet her the other day.
What? Why didn't she tell me such an important thing? Hey, Yuzuki, come here.
Called by her father, Yuzuki appeared from the crowd. She looked a little pale and extremely awkward.
Well, I'm Yuzuki. My father is very grateful for your work.
Don't be so formal. We've had drinks together, haven't we?
Well, I wasn't aware of such a relationship. I'm so sorry. Hey, Yuzuki, greet him properly. Hey, where are you going?
Perhaps because she felt too uncomfortable, Yuzuki ran away from the scene. A few days after the mixer, I came to have lunch with Madoka, whom I had been seeing frequently.
Wow, so that's what happened at the museum ceremony.
I might have been a bit too sarcastic.
But just a little, right? It wasn't enough. It's outrageous to be called uneducated without knowing the circumstances.
Only university graduates are eligible to take the first-class architect exam, and since I started working at my father's architectural firm, correspondence school was my only option.
The prejudice against correspondence university graduates never goes away. But it's amazing that you studied while working and passed the first-class architect exam.
Thank you. So you said on the phone that you had something to discuss today. I'll listen if you'd like.
About that, it's actually about Aragasaki construction.
I listened to Maruka talk about the hidden circumstances of her former workplace, Aragasaki Construction, and a certain incident that had occurred recently. At first, I intended to just listen to Maruka's worries, but the content was far from something I could overlook. For Maruka, who tearfully told me the truth, I promised to help her. Meanwhile, a heated argument was taking place between father and daughter in the living room of the Aragasaki house. Why didn't you tell me you met Mr. Nagato? And what's with running away like that?
It's not my fault. It's your fault, Dad. You taught me that academic background is everything, so it's been ingrained in me.
I told you there are exceptions. You didn't say anything rude to Mr. Nagato, did you?
I did. I said it was embarrassing to have a low education. It couldn't be helped. I didn't know he was a famous architect at the time.
What have you done?
Well, see? He didn't seem to mind it much. It's okay.
Don't you understand that Mr. Nagato was just being mature about it? Wait a minute. The fact that he wasn't unkind to Yuzuki after her blunder means there might be a chance. Yuzuki, you don't have any prejudice against Mr. Nagato now, do you? What do you think of him as a man?
Well, he's such a famous person, and he must have a lot of money. I'd practically beg him.
Alright, let's proceed with the marriage proposal.
A marriage proposal? That's a bit sudden.
It's the perfect marriage of convenience for our company, and Yuzuki herself doesn't think he's a bad match. It's a win-win situation.
That may be so, but I wonder if he'll accept.
Don't underestimate my negotiation skills. I've built this company from the ground up. I'll definitely make this marriage proposal happen.
Really? The wife of a top-class architect? I like it. Dad, do your best.
2 months later, Mr. Aragasaki and his daughter visited a certain rural town.
It's cold, even though it's spring. Where is this place? Dad, is this really the designated spot?
Mr. Nagato agreed to the marriage proposal. We have to go wherever he says.
Even so, it doesn't make sense to designate such a rural area as a meeting place.
I wonder why this place too. But don't complain. You have to put up with anything until we are officially married.
I know that. Wow, look at the distant mountains. They're still covered in snow.
They really are. No wonder it's cold. Yuzuki, do you have any connection to this countryside?
Of course not. Do you?
No, I don't think so. But what kind of surprise is Mr. Nagato planning? We've arrived.
Huh? Here? There are a lot of people gathered.
What's all the commotion?
Huh? Everyone's glaring at us. Why? Is it my imagination?
It's not your imagination. The residents of this town have been waiting for the people from Aragasaki Construction. I stepped forward, representing the gathered residents. Welcome. You must be tired from your long journey. Mr. Nagato, what is the meaning of this? Does the scenery look familiar to you? Well, it looks familiar, but I'm not sure. The slope of that mountain over there used to be a thriving ski resort. It certainly was a ski resort, but I don't ski, so I don't really know where. The parts still covered in white snow are where the slopes used to be. Yes, and? Look closely. Do you see anything under the snow? That's... Oh, I remember now. Our company might have installed those. That's right. Thousands of solar panels have been installed on the vast treeless slope. Is there a problem with that?
There are many cases where closed ski resorts and golf courses are turned into mega solar farms.
There may be some effective reuse examples, but you see, this is a snowy region that's cold even in spring.
So what? Cold regions need eco-friendly power. Mega solar is perfect, isn't it?
The problem is that the president has such limited knowledge. Snow accumulates and becomes incredibly heavy. Look closely at the panels.
What are you trying to say?
Yes, they're tilting, because they can't withstand the weight of the snow. Even if they weren't collapsing, they wouldn't function with snow piled on them. Moreover, considering the short daylight hours in this region during winter, it was reckless to build a mega solar farm in the first place.
That was the decision of the person in charge at the time.
You gave the go-ahead, and don't you forget that there was an employee in your company who strongly opposed this construction.
Well, unfortunately, I don't remember that.
There's no way you don't remember.
Madoka, who had been hidden in the crowd, stepped forward, raising her voice. She glared at the president with a sharp look I had never seen before.
President, it's been a while. I'm Mine Madoka. I won't let you say you've forgotten.
You're the mastermind behind this grand performance, dragging even Mr. Nagato in it.
That's right. This is my hometown where I was born and raised. I've known everyone gathered here since we were children. It's a fact that the ski resort, which was the lifeline of this rural town with no tourism, closed down, and everyone was almost left with nothing back then. But I strongly opposed the company's policy because building a mega solar farm on a snowy slope is too dangerous. Do you remember?
Well, did something like that happen?
I appealed directly to you, President, many times, but you wouldn't listen, so I submitted my resignation.
The collapse is just a consequence. It makes no sense for an employee of our company, who stands to profit, to oppose it.
I wouldn't have opposed it if the company had taken full responsibility until the end, but after the installation, you completely abandoned the management to another company. It's too irresponsible to make a huge profit from the installation fee of the solar panels and then pretend you don't know anything about what happens afterward. We could have reforested the former ski resort site and returned it to its natural state, but now we also need to remove the panel equipment. The hurdles have been raised. Moreover, the management company you designated is out of contact and has disappeared. How do you intend to take responsibility for this environmental destruction?
I've thoroughly investigated your company. You're buying up abandoned ski resorts, aren't you? It looks like you're the savior of the struggling snow mountain industry. But in reality, you're buying up mountain slopes cheaply, building mega solar farms, and planning to escape before they collapse, right?
No such thing. What evidence do you have? This is troubling. I can't be slandered based on speculation.
Madoka and the residents here are witnesses. I'll have the media report on this extensively, and I'm recording this conversation right now. The president visibly flinched and fell silent. The worst media and recordings seemed to have hit him hard, and he finally gave up. I apologize for luring him here under the pretense of a marriage proposal, but I needed to show the person involved this disastrous situation.
Oh, wait a minute. The reckless mega solar project here was Dad's decision. It has nothing to do with me, right?
Unfortunately, it's not very convincing, coming from someone who was scheduled to become a director of a mega solar company that pretended to revitalize ski resorts.
You've investigated that much?
Environmental destruction for the sake of profit is unforgivable. Be prepared. Your company will be banned from any work I'm involved in from now on.
No way!
As if realizing the possibility of being excluded from the construction industry, both Yuzuki and her father collapsed to their knees. Later, Arakasugi Construction, which had been reported to have ignored environmental destruction and continued unfair construction practices, fell into a management crisis. They desperately tried to defend themselves, but perhaps due to their past arrogance, no company came to their rescue, and they had to close down their business. Only a large amount of compensation remained, and the father would be chasing after it for the rest of his life. As for the daughter, maybe there's still a chance for her to change her ways. Meanwhile, I was taking pictures of the magnificent cherry blossom trees in full bloom in Madoka's hometown, which had finally reached full bloom in May.
You always take pictures of buildings for study, but today is cherry blossoms, Hiroki.
Madoka-san, no, Madoka and I naturally started dating, and we stopped using honorifics and started calling each other by our first names. I've never seen such beautiful cherry blossom trees before. I want to incorporate these beautiful cherry blossoms into my next architectural design.
Wonderful! Then, so as not to spoil Hiroki's image, I have to work hard to protect this beautiful nature.
New buildings can sometimes destroy the existing nature and the lives of the people who live there. How can we coexist? That's probably not something you can learn from studying. That's right, it's certainly a meritocratic society, but being able to study isn't everything. Rather, because of that, it's easy for a character to remain immature, and shouldn't we place more importance on it?